The family of a teenager who was fatally stabbed outside an 18th birthday party has called on the courts to send a clear message condemning alcohol-fuelled violence. 19-year-old Dylan Casey was killed at Edithvale in Melbourne's southeast last year. Today, his killer pleaded guilty to defensive homicide.
On the night her son was killed, Leanne Gray sat in the gutter next to his body for 5 hours in total disbelief. She told the court she'd failed her son because she couldn't protect him from a senseless act of violence. Today, Dylan Casey's killer, 24-year-old Scott Jewell, pleaded guilty to defensive homicide. The court heard Jewell and his father confronted a group of partygoers about a broken fence. Dylan Casey was among them. Prosecutor Kieran Gilligan said Jewell lunged at the teenager believing his father was in danger. Scott Jewell was carrying what is known as a fantasy knife, most commonly used as a movie prop.
But Jewell's defence lawyer argued the stabbing was a spontaneous act and that the then 22-year-old had forgotten he was carrying the knife when he struck Mr. Casey twice.
Ms. Gray called on the judge to punish her son's killer sufficiently. She said, "I urge you, as a victim of crime, to uphold the expectations of society." The defence has called for Jewell to be sentenced to 7 years jail, given his young age, remorse and lack of priors. But the Crown said a hard line must be taken against young, drunk men who brandish knives, whether it's outside a nightclub or a birthday party. Jewell will be sentenced at a later date. Sarah Farnsworth, ABC News, Melbourne.